Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to create the section properties. Here the sections are nothing but beam, column and slab sections. If we look at this ETABS workflow, in the workflow, we have already completed first step and the second step. Now let us see the third one, which is of defining the structural elements. Here I'm going to use the same example, which we have explained in the earlier videos. So in the earlier video, I have created a grid and then I have defined the material properties. Now we have to define the section properties, that is of beam, column and slab. Now I'll just continue this creation of section properties in the same example. Let us go to the software and open the project. I have saved that previously project with the name of project 1. So in this project, we have just completed the 2 steps, that is nothing but the grid creation and the material properties. Now we have to define the section properties. To define the section properties, just click on this define and then go to the section properties. And here you can find an option called frame sections. Here we have to note one thing, that in ETABS, beams and columns are called as frame sections. So for both the beams and columns, we have to choose the frame sections here. Select the frame sections. So as we select the frame section, we will get a window like this, where in the right side we can have various options. In the left side, we can see the default section properties which are present. So these are some default section properties which are present in default. So here, whatever the section property which is required to me is not available. So I have to go with adding that new property. Just click on this add new property. So as we click on this add new property, we will get a window which contains various types of materials and its various shapes of the properties, section properties. These are the various shapes of the section properties. So as per our requirement, it is of a rectangular section which is of 230 by 375. So we have to choose here rectangle in the concrete. Okay, select the rectangular section, and we have named the section property. Nothing but here I'm just naming it as beam 230 by 375. And in the properties, select the concrete grade which is of M30 and just come to the section dimension. Here you have to change the dimension of our beam section. It is of 375 of depth and 230 width. Here you can change see the updates. 3 and 2 are nothing but the local directions. So we have already seen the local and global directions. Let me show you that again, what the 3 and 2 resembles. So look at the local 3 axis resembles the y axis and the 2 axis represent the z axis. So for sections of a beam, the section of our beam, so 3 is nothing but a y and 2 is nothing but the z. Okay. Now just click on this reinforcement modify show bar. Okay. To specify whether which it is, either it is of a beam or column. So as it is of a beam, select here beam and then select the rebar material. In the rebar material, the longitudinal bar is of HPSC 500. Click on this drop down arrow. Automatically you will get the material which we have created and then select the material. So after giving the rebar materials, then come to this cover region. Here we have to specify the cover to the longitudinal rebar group centroid. Nothing but here we have to specify the effective cover. So from the diameter, half of the diameter to the extreme corner face. So generally for the beam, a standard cover is of 25 mm. So 25 plus, let us take here it as a 12 mm diameter. So 25 plus 6, it becomes 31. So for the top part as well as the bottom part, specifying the cover here. After specifying the cover, here you can see the region which is left over for special ductile detailing beam. So in my case, I'm just taking a simple general beam. So no need to specify this ductile reinforcement. Just click on OK. And then again click on OK. So as we click on OK, you can find that beam section that which we have created in this particular region. Similarly, we have to follow the same process to define the columns as well. Just click on this add new property and select the shape of the property, that is of rectangle, and then property name. So my column is of section. Let us see what is the column section. So it is of some 400 by 300. So I'll just naming it as with the name with the section itself, dimensions, section dimensions 400 by 300. and then its material property is of M30. Here we have to choose the concrete grade, okay, and in the dimensions, give the dimensions of our section. It is of 400, depth and width of 300. Here you can see the updates, okay. Then click on this modify show rebar to change the design type. So as it is of a column, select this first option, and in the rebar material, select the rebar materials for both the longitudinal and confinement bars. So after selecting the rebar materials, here you can find two options. One is for reinforcement to be designed, another one is of reinforcement to be checked. So reinforcement, when we use these methods, the first method, that is of reinforcement to be checked, is used when we are having, we are used to check the reinforcement when we are having a predefined data of reinforcement. If we want to check the reinforcement in our structural element, whether for the given reinforcement you are building withstands or not, in such cases we have to go with this first method. It is of reinforcement to be checked. So there, here we have to specify the exact reinforcement, nothing but the number of longitudinal bars along 3 directions and the number of longitudinal bars along 2 directions. We have to define exact reinforcement details in the first method. Whereas in the second method, so this is a simple general method which we initially follow. That here we don't need to specify any reinforcement because we don't know how much reinforcement required. So as per the analysis results, we are going to design the structure. So in such methods, we have to use this second one, reinforcement to be designed. So initially, I don't know how much reinforcement is required for my structure. I would like to know the reinforcement is required just by looking after analysis. Just by looking the results after analysis, I would like to know the reinforcement. So here, no need to specify the exact details here. Just to specify the clear cover, which is of 40 mm, and then click on OK. And then again click on OK. Now here you can see a column which has been successfully added. So likewise, you can add n number of properties as per our requirement. So if suppose in your project, if you like to use 2 sizes of beams, in such cases you can create one more property by following the same step. And then if here for me I'm having a large number of properties and along with the default properties, I'm getting confused. So in such cases, we can delete these properties. The unwanted properties, section properties, we can delete just by clicking on this delete multiple properties. So click on this delete multiple properties, you will get a window. There we can select the properties and click on this delete. So long press and drag, it will be selected and then click on delete. After that, click on OK. Look at this. Only the properties which we have created are existing now. After that, click on OK. This is how to create the beam property and the column property. Now let us see how to create the section column slab sections. So to create the slab sections, go to define and in the section properties, select here slab sections. After that, you will get a window with the name slab properties. Here by default, as usual, we'll get 2 properties. So here I'll just go with this adding a new property. Click on this add new property, and in the property name, give the name of the property. So initially here, as per our problem statement, we are having slab of 150 mm thickness. So I'm just naming it as slab 150 for easy identification purpose. I'm just giving the name with its dimensions itself, and just select the slab material. So here we have to select the concrete material, which is of M30, and then modeling type. In the modeling type, select shelving. So in the modeling type, select shelving. Why we have to select shelving? That I'll cover in the next video part. After that, select here the thickness. So the thickness is of 150 mm. So specify the thickness in this particular region, and then click on OK. So the slab which is required to add is successfully added here. If in case if you would like to use one more slab of other thickness, it is of 100 mm. In such cases, we can add the slab just by going through this. Add a copy of property. You can add one more slab of 100 mm thickness. Name it slab 100 and the same property. Grade M30 and thickness here we have to change it, and then click on OK. This is how to use add a copy of property. And if you want to modify the already existing property, just click on this modify show property. You will get the same window that we can modify as per our requirement, and then click on OK. So if you want to delete any unwanted property, just click on delete property. It will be deleted like this. Click on S again. and then click on OK. So now we have successfully added beam, column and slab. In the earlier videos we have seen in the Model Explorer, we can see the details of a project. Let us see the project. Here you can see the properties which we have created, that is of frame sections. So beam 230 by 375 and column 400 by 300. We have created that. Okay. Slab sections. These are the slab sections that we have created, and even we can see the materials as well. Whatever the materials which are existing in our project. So Model Explorer is used to see the details of our project. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you got the beneficial information. Like and share the video. So in the upcoming video, I'm going to explain you how to assign the properties that which we have created. Nothing but the beam property and the column property that which we have created. I will explain you how to assign those to this empty grid. So I'll be back in the next video. Thank you.